Dear students, the Wilcoxon Signed Rank Test, that is a non-parametric test, and it is used to make a comparison between the two related samples. So whenever we have two related samples, we would have to take their difference and we'll have to check that whether that difference is equal to 0 or that is greater than 0, less than 0 or not equal to 0. So whenever we talk about the alternative not equal to 0, that means we are talking about a two-tailed test. And we would have to see that whether the median difference, whenever we say that H0, under H0 mean difference is equal to 0, we are assuming that median of the first sample is somehow equal to the median of the second sample. So if we are going to test this criterion as far as the Wilcoxon Signed Rank Test is concerned, we don't take into account the normality of the differences. So usually we would have to show that the difference has to follow the normal distribution, but we are assuming that the two related samples, for example, the sample number 1 and sample number 2 that are related to each other, they may not be normal. But the basic assumption about the Wilcoxon Signed Rank Test is that the difference that we calculate for the two samples, it must follow the normality. So we are assuming in this upcoming example where I'll be giving you the demonstration on Wilcoxon Signed Rank Test, we are assuming that although the two samples may not be normal, but their difference should be normal. So I'm taking a problem. It is about a dichotic listening task that was carried out in order to investigate whether adults report verbally presented material more accurately from their right than from their left ear. So we need to test hypothesis at 5% level of significance. So students, there were 12 participants in total and they were given this listening task. So they would have to listen it from their left ear as well as from their right ear. So right ear or left ear ka difference we wanted to assume that whether the median difference between the listening through the left ear or from the right ear, is that the same or is it different? So the pair of hypotheses we need to construct is that MD equal to 0, that means the median difference is 0, whereas the alternative is that it is different from 0. Alpha, as it was given to us as 5%. The test statistic is that we need to rank the differences. Absolute ranks of the differences are to be calculated. उसके बाद हम positive ranks को कहेंगे T plus और negative ranks को हम कहेंगे T minus. So in दोनों में से whichever will be the smaller one, that will be taken under T. That will be the T statistic. So let us follow the calculations. Students, सबसे पहले हमने क्या किया? देखिए हमने इनके difference calculate किए, यानी कि DIs लिए by taking a difference between the left ear observation and then between the right ear observation. So 25 minus 32 gives us minus 7. Then 29 minus 30 gives us minus 1. अब आप देखिए यहाँ पे 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the observations with the negative ranks. Whereas if you calculate 10 minus 8, that gives us a positive difference. इसी तरह से अगर आप 10th observation को note करें, they are exactly identical, so their difference would be 0. अब अगर आप note करें यहाँ पे हमारे पास sample size है 12. We'll have to reduce it by 1. Why? Because one of the differences is exactly 0. अब आपने क्या किया? Regardless of the signs, आपने इनके ranks calculate कर लिए. अब students यहाँ पे हमारे पास जो minimum observation थी, that was 1. So 1 appears how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times आ रहा है. तो आपने इनको जो रैंक असाइन किया वो इस तरह से था 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 plus 3, 7 plus 2, 9 plus 1, 10. अब 10 को जो टोटल टाइम नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स 1 अपीयर हो रहा है वो 4 टाइम हो रहा है. 10 को जो आप 4 से डिवाइड करेंगे that will give you a value 2.5. So 2.5 value each is being assigned to all the observations which were equal to 1. इसी तरह से आप बाकी भी absolute ranks निकालेंगे and then after calculating the absolute ranks, you will regard for their sign being negative or positive. Negative ranks का अलग से sum कर लेंगे और positive ranks को अलग से sum up करेंगे. So students, positive ranks का जो sum आया that is equal to 13, whereas there were more negative signs, so T minus comes out to be 53. So test statistic को आप assign करेंगे वो वैल्यू दोनों में से t plus और t minus में से whichever is smaller. So 13 that is equal to t plus, that is being assigned to t. Now the next step is to calculate the rejection region. So we will make use of the Wilcoxon Signed Rank Table. So students, आपको टेबल का एक पोर्शन मैंने यहाँ पे डिस्प्ले किया है. अब क्योंकि ये टू टेल टेस्ट था और n को हमने रिड्यूस किया था बाय 1. Why? Because one of the differences they were equal to 0. अब अगर आप n equal to 11 को Wilcoxon Signed Rank Table में अंडर टू टेल टेस्ट फॉर अल्फा 0.0 आप इसको नोट डाउन करें तो ये वैल्यू आपके पास आ रही है 10. So t tabulated is equal to 10. अब देखिए स्टूडेंट्स, as far as the conclusion is concerned, we are expecting that your positive signs must be larger than your tabulated value. यानी कि हम रिजेक्ट करेंगे अपने हाइपोथेसिस को if t plus is greater than a t tabulated, because in this case we are expecting that there will be more positive signs. So t plus, if it would be greater than your t tabulated, यानी कि right side पे extreme की अगर आपकी probability आ जाती है तो आप इसको reject करेंगे. So as t plus is 13, it is very much greater than a tabulated value 10. So we would be rejecting our null hypothesis. So that means there is an evidence of a difference between the median of the differences between the adults reporting verbally presented material from the right and left ear. इसका मतलब है if the respondents are listening some material from the right hand side as well as from the left hand side, then there is a significant difference in listening compared between the two listening procedure. That means from the left hand side as well as from the right hand side.